At 12 o'clock, we got number 4 TCU, who's 10-0, traveling to Baylor, who's 6-4. TCU only favored by 2.5 points on Fox. Max Duggan for TCU has gone 180 at 273, thrown for 2,531 yards, 25 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Kendre Miller on the ground has had 174 carries for 1,174 yards and 13 touchdowns. And Quentin Johnson has had 45 catches for 716 yards and 5 touchdowns. Blake Shapen has gone 183 at 279, thrown for 2,154 yards, 13 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Richard Reese on the ground has had 165 carries for 852 yards and 13 touchdowns. And Gavin Holmes had 22 catches for 470 yards and 3 touchdowns. TCU leads the series all time, 57-53. Last 2 games have gone to TCU in 2020 and 2021. 2019 was the last time they won, and it was at home. For Baylor. TCU has won 6 of the last 7, so they've dominated the series recently. The only time Baylor won was when they had an amazing run in 2019 with Matt Rhule as head coach. I think what's going to be really, really interesting about this football game, TCU is a significantly underrated program, and I understand why they're only favored by 2.5, if I'm going to be honest. I like TCU. I think they're a very good team. But I was looking at it. So I was thinking when the season ended, we know all 4 of our playoff teams, and I'm gonna like go over, maybe like do a video like games that if they went differently could have changed the entire college football season. And when I was thinking about it, I'm like, okay, so Michigan's game is probably gonna be Maryland if they make it. Ohio State's game is gonna be like Penn State if they make it. Georgia's game is gonna be like Missouri if they make it. Tennessee's will be Pitt. Like I was thinking of all of them, and I was thinking of TCU, and I'm like, which one do I pick? There are so many games for TCU where they eked out a victory. You can go back to when they played SMU in non-conference play. You could go to the Texas Tech game a couple weeks ago. You could go to Texas last week. You could go to when TCU played Kansas State. When TCU played Okie State, when TCU played Kansas, there are so many games you could look at where they just eked a victory out of sure defeat. And it's impressive. But there's a reason why the people in Vegas are not favoring them by a lot, and it's because they eke out victories. They don't really win by that many. TCU has an easy stretch down the road, as easy as it can get in the Big 12. You're playing 2 of the worst teams in Baylor and Iowa State. I'm not going to say 2 of the worst teams. Baylor's not a bad football team, but Baylor desperately needs this one if it wants to stay in the race for the Big 12 championship appearance. If you lose this one, you're really out of it. If you still need a lot of things to go your way if you're Baylor here, but you win this one, it at least gives you a shot. I think this game could be really tight, could be really close, but I expect TCU and Sonny Dykes to eke out a victory like they always do. Give me the Horned Frogs to win and cover on the road.